Here is the full story of the Tarudant murderer, in English. The Tarudant murderer, the full story from beginning to end. In the early 2000s, the city of Tarudant, in southern Morocco, was living a quiet life. A city known for its ancient walls and traditional markets. No one expected it to become the scene of one of the most famous criminal cases in Moroccan history. Chapter 1. A man who raised no suspicion. Abdelali Hadi lived what seemed like a normal life. He worked in a small snack shop near the bus station. People saw him every day and he never stood out. He had no major problems or suspicious behavior. No one could imagine that his name would later become linked to a case that shocked the entire country. At that time, the city had many children working in simple jobs or spending long hours in the streets and markets to help their poor families. Chapter 2. The disappearances begin. News started spreading about children disappearing under mysterious circumstances. At first, some families thought their children had run away to other cities to look for work, or left home on their own. But as the months passed, it kept happening again and again. Each time a child disappeared, the residents' fear grew. But there was no clear evidence linking the cases, so the matter remained a mystery. Chapter 3. The city lives in fear. Parents started preventing their children from going out alone. Rumors spread everywhere. Some said a gang was behind the disappearances. Others talked about child trafficking. Others believed they were just separate accidents. Years passed and no one knew the truth. Chapter 4. A discovery that changed everything. In 2004 some residents found human bone remains in an area outside the city. They immediately reported it to authorities. Police and forensic teams went to the site. Scientific investigations began, evidence was collected, and it became clear that the discovery might be linked to the missing children. From that moment, the entire course of the case changed. Chapter 5. The net closes in. Police questioned many people connected to the places where the children disappeared. After gathering testimonies and evidence, indicators pointed to Abdelali Hadi. He was arrested for questioning. At first he denied any connection to the case. But as the investigation continued and he was confronted with evidence, he confessed to the crimes and guided investigators to locations that helped complete the investigation, according to what was presented in court. Chapter 6. Shock across Morocco. The news spread quickly across Morocco. Newspapers and TV channels gave extensive coverage to the case. Residents of Tarudant were in disbelief. Many couldn't believe that the man they saw every day was the same person accused of these crimes. The case became the talk of public opinion for weeks. Chapter 7. The trial. The trial sessions began amid major media attention. The court listened to the accused, witnesses, and experts, and reviewed the evidence collected by police. In the end, Abdelali Hadi was convicted of serial murders and sentenced to death in 2005 *. But Morocco has not carried out any death sentences for many years, so the sentence was not executed. He was transferred to prison to spend the rest of his life there. Chapter 8. The prison years. Abdelali Hadi spent many years in prison. During that time, his case gradually disappeared from news headlines, but it remained present in the memory of Tarudant residents and everyone who followed the details. His name was mentioned whenever people talked about the most famous criminal cases in Morocco. Chapter 9. The end. On May 6, 2022 Abdelali Hadi died in the central prison in the city of Safi. With his death, the man's life ended. But the case remained one of the most impactful cases in Moroccan society, because of the grief it caused families and the shock to public opinion. Why did he do it? To this day, there is no single confirmed explanation for his motives. During investigations, he spoke about a difficult childhood and harsh circumstances he lived through. But specialists confirm that such circumstances alone do not explain committing these crimes, and cannot be considered a justification for them. The impact of the case. This case led to increased focus on protecting children, raising awareness about the dangers of minors disappearing, and improving search and investigation methods for such cases. More than 20 years later, the name the Tarudant murderer, is still present in the memory of many Moroccans as one of the most notorious criminal cases in the country's history. Do you want me to also make a short timeline with the key dates for this case?